The air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons! He goes 91 yards on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return it. To the 24-yard line.
Right there, 54.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
64.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on second and long. Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fight, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, 34 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Raheem Mostert, he was great in that NFC title game, 220 yards. But Super Bowl, 58 yards on 12 carries, though he did score the touchdown in the third quarter to put the Niners up 20-10.
And think about the journey of Raheem Mostert and what he's traveled. That he has a 220-yard game, 4 touchdowns in the NFC title game that you just mentioned. But only getting 12 carries in the Super Bowl, I don't think in his wildest dreams he would have thought, I only got 12 carries in a Super Bowl. That tells you how valuable he became and what people will focus on. And don't forget Tevin Coleman, the great comeback from the dislocated shoulder against Green Bay in the title game. 5 carries, 28 yards in the Super Bowl. Came back to start that game. Showed a great amount of toughness. But they didn't run it nearly as much as we expected. And they ended up with the result that maybe was unexpected too. A loss in the Super Bowl.
Now Mostert. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Like 20. I'm coming. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, wahoo.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
Here we go.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Mostert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Allen Bailey, his 2nd sack of the night.
Topper!
Here's Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. What do you need? Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, alert!
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 14-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 2nd and 2, Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D. Ford able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to put a screen soon.
He's going to fire one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe. that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it.